made 0. I got out at break even because I had a stop in place, which I'm going to teach you about a bit later on. Took me a total of 45 minutes work, and I made £97,000 in 1 week. That's week before last. Now, you might say, well, why am I showing you the week before last and not this week? Because this week I didn't do so good. This week I only made £58,000 profit, which, yeah, it's not a great week. But that would take the total for those 2 weeks up to £155,000. That's what I've made personally in the last 2 weeks using these strategies. Now, you might say, well, that's okay. Oh, by the way, in order to do that profit, you would have had to have £200,000 in the account. And again, you might say, well, I don't have £200,000. Sure. What if you had £20,000? You would have made £15,000 in 2 weeks. If you had £2,000, you would have made £1,500 profit in 2 weeks. That's pretty good, yeah? So it's just, you just scale it however you want. And somebody said to me, well, that's okay because you've been doing it for ages. I taught one of my staff this strategy on Saturday. Not this Saturday, but last Saturday. I taught one of my staff this specific strategy. He traded this week, and then he WhatsApped me on Friday. First week's results, 30 out of 30 winning trades. That was his first week using a strategy. I taught him last week. 4 days he traded, £1,342 profit. Now, you don't always get them all right. Nobody ever does, doesn't matter how good they are. That was a super good week for his first week. And it won't always be as good as that, but it's a super, super reliable strategy. So anyway, let me teach you this first strategy. This is what we call a channeling strategy. And channeling strategy is, actually, I just thought, I always like to back up what I say. Let me just, I'm just going to find, if I can, because I said this week I did £58,000 profit. I just want to show these guys. You want to see? So you can see the profit just there, 58,100. Yeah, good. Okay. I like to back up what I say. Now, channeling strategy. Quite often prices bounce up and down in a very regular, uniform way. When they do that, I call it channeling. And what happens is when the price gets near to this invisible level here, which we call support, it tends to bounce and go back up. When the price gets near to this invisible level here, resistance, it tends to bounce and go back down. So if you saw the price doing this pattern, when would you want to buy it? You want to buy it when it's close to... Kind of gave it away there, didn't I? When it's close to support, yeah? You want to sell it when it's close to resistance, yeah? Right now in the UK, there are many shares doing this channeling pattern. There always are. And American shares quite often do this channeling pattern. Yeah? Let me show you a few examples. Anybody heard of this little company? Yeah, Microsoft doing a channel. So what do? We buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And make money as it comes down. On the training course, you learn how to make money as it comes down as well, just as easy to do. Trading that channel, you would have made 150% profit in a year. Another channel is the UK share. So what do? You buy here, make money. Buy here, make money. Buy here, make money. Buy here, make money. That one you would have made 70% profit in 5 months. Another UK channel here, another UK share, 60% profit in 6 months. Another UK share, 140% profit in 7 months, trading that channel. 2,000 would have become almost 5,000 trading that one. Now, 140% profit in 7 months, that's pretty good. Sometimes I trade channels that do even better than that. Here's a trade that I did a while ago. Each of those bounces was about 50% profit. This one did 180% profit in a month. 2,000 would have become over 5,000 in a month trading that one. Now, I hope you're thinking a couple of things. One of them is, well, this channeling stuff looks very profitable, it looks very easy, and I'd like to do it. I hope you are thinking that because it is. But I also hope you're thinking something else, and that is, well, I bet as soon as I do it, what happens? It goes down, yeah? Could that happen? Well, yeah, of course it could. So I'm going to give you a really good way to protect yourself from that happening. Stop loss. What I do is I use an indicator called ROC. If you want to write this down, use an indicator called ROC. You'll find it on any of the big free financial websites. And the setting you use is a 14-day setting. So ROC, 14-day setting. And what you do is you get the computer to draw the indicator for you, and if the indicator makes a lower bottom than the one before, you don't do the trade. And that'll protect you in about 80 to 90% of the cases. This then becomes a highly profitable, highly reliable strategy. Yeah, so you get the indicator, you get the computer to draw the indicator. If the indicator makes a lower bottom than the one before, you don't do the trade. And that will protect you in about 80 to 90% of the cases, and this becomes a highly reliable strategy and highly profitable. Now, real trades, real money, do people make these kind of returns using this strategy? Well, yeah, of course they do. Another of our course graduates, 6,000 profit from channeling. From an initial stake of £1,000, I generated a return of 6,000 over 2 months. The technique I used was channeling along with your recommended indicator. So this guy started with £1,000, he did channeling, 2 months later, £6,000 profit. Now, if you started with £1,000 today, and in 2 months' time you made £6,000 profit, would you be fairly happy with that, yes or no? Yes. It's pretty good, yeah? And you can do that kind of thing once you get good at this strategy. Now, in a couple of minutes, I am going to give you what is probably the most important technique you'll ever learn in trading and investing. I'd say it's the number one most important thing you've got to learn in trading and investing. And I'm going to give you that technique in about 2 minutes' time. First of all, I thought it might be a good idea to let you hear from a few of our course graduates. I'm going to play a very short video now. Have a quick listen to this, some of our course graduates.
I'm Martin Bristow. I started off with £4,000. I've doubled that, in fact, more than doubled that in 2 years. I've made £8,000 profit.
I'm Nikas Snerins. I've been trading CFD for the last 2 months. I started with an initial capital of 14,000. And within 3 months, I nearly doubled that into 28,000.
Hi there, my name's Arvinder Orlak. Basically, I started off with £250, and with using some of Darren's strategies, I've managed to accumulate £1,500 over the last 3 months. And basically, anyone who's interested in trading, I do highly recommend that you do attend his course. You'll be making some of the profits I did.
Yeah, hi, my name's Ken. And the last 3 months I started with £2,000 and I've managed to make £10,000 just using that one strategy alone. And I haven't lost yet. And we're still going. Darren's masterclass is great, you must do it.
I did Darren's seminar 2 months ago and it's been a brilliant start for my trading. I had absolutely zero knowledge 2 months ago, but now I've got a couple of brokers and I've started to trade. I've had a couple of very successful trades where I've made at least 30%. I've got children at home and I'm looking to have an income trading when the children are at school. And I thoroughly recommend his course. I've been given the tools which are going to make me a very successful trader.
My name is Alan Haig. I did the Win Investing course back in February. I've gone on to make 88 successful trades out of 94. I would really strongly recommend the course to anybody because you're going to get the basics told in a really simple and straightforward way.
My name is Francis Manika. I started with £1,500 and my money was growing at 30%. I'd recommend this course to a lot of people who would want to do the stock market, professional investing.
I started with £2,000 and I made £2,000 in 1 day and my winning have been increasing all the time.
My name's Wei Hao and I did a Wind Investments seminar about 2 years ago. I started with £11,000 and I turned it into £36,000 in just over a year. I recommend people to come onto the course, and if not, they will not achieve what I've been achieved.
Hi, my name's Jim Thornton. I did the Win Investing course in July of last year. I started with £5,000 and I made £12,000 on top of the £5,000 I already had. I'd recommend the Win Investing course to anybody because if you're going to do trading seriously, you need the whole package, and Darren and his course really helped me to do that and get the whole package together. So I'd recommend that to anybody.
Hello, my name's Charles Atkinson. I'm really just to give a testimonial, just to say that in a period of about 8 to 9 weeks, I started with a £3,000 initial investment and I turned it into £47,000. and certainly I've learned an awful lot from Darren and hope to be consistent with my profits and to keep going forevermore. I certainly recommend the course, and I believe it can be life-changing.
Hi, my name is Siegfried Hahn. I did the masterclass with Darren. I started off with about £3,000 to £5,000 of capital. Within 6 months to 9 months of that, I paid off £30,000 in debt. I'm now making more than enough money to cover my mortgage every month, to have an income. We go on 3 very good holidays every year. The reason I would recommend this course is that if you really want to get yourself out of the rut and out of the rat race, then trading for yourself does offer you the opportunity.
Wow, let's give a round of applause. Pretty good, yeah? Now the thing is, nearly everybody you saw in that video was a complete beginner before they did the training course, knew nothing about investing. It's a bit like if you want to make a cake and you have the recipe, if you follow the steps, you can make the cake. Same with investing. Even if you know nothing about investing, if you're given a proven strategy that works and you follow the steps, you can get the same results. So anybody can do this if you learn the right strategies. That's how I was able to work with a group of 10, 11-year-old children and have them making money within 2 hours. Because I just gave them a strategy and said, copy the steps. They copied the steps, they got the results, yeah? Really, anybody can do this. And on the training course, you'll learn exactly what we taught those guys. Now, I promise you I was going to give you this technique, the most important technique you'll ever learn in trading and investing. And that's this. You've got to let your profits run and cut your losses short. What do most people do? Most investors do the exact opposite here. I'm going to show you how to do this the right way around. So this is an example. The price went up, came down, bounced once, bounced twice at about the same level. If the price bounced at the same level twice, we call that a double bottom chart pattern. It's a very simple, basic chart pattern. It means the price is now more likely to go up than go down. So just here is actually a good place to buy. This is a very sensible place to buy. And once we buy, what we're going to do is we're going to place a sell stop just below that price bottom. Now for beginners, what is a sell stop? It's an automatic order, which means if the price goes down to that level, it will be sold automatically. Now, anybody, why would we use a sell stop? Yeah, to protect our capital, yeah? And what we're going to do is, as the price goes up, when we get another price bottom, we're going to cancel that sell stop, we're going to move it up to there. Price goes up, we get another price bottom, we cancel that sell stop, we move it up to there. Price goes up, we get another price bottom, we cancel that sell stop, we move it up to there. What's the biggest loss we can make on that trade? Biggest loss is we buy it, it goes down to our sell stop, it's sold automatically, we have a limited loss. What's the biggest profit we can make on that trade? Anyone? Biggest profit? Yeah, unlimited profit, limited loss. That's how you've got to be investing. That's the sensible way to be making a lot of money with this. And most investors have no idea about that. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're already investing, you've got to be using something like this. It's so important. Now, let's talk about the trading psychology and the wealth psychology. Occasionally, when I talk about wealth psychology, someone will say, I don't care about the wealth psychology, just give me the strategies. They're usually the people that don't do very well. Yeah, you've got to get the wealth mindset right as well, it's so important. And so let me give you a couple of the most important bits on this. First of all, your trading emotions. 2 main trading emotions are fear and greed. And I'm going to give you a couple of really good ways to overcome this. So first of all, make your trading decisions when the markets are closed. So in the evening or the weekend. Because what happens is when the markets are open, it tends to be very emotional. Yeah? So if you want to make smart decisions, sensible decisions, wait for the markets to close, then do your analysis. Yeah? Evenings, weekends, that's the best way to do it. If you want to do day trading, that's fine. But first of all, get good making decisions out of hours. The other way to do this is always place sell stops, like we talked about, below the price bottom to protect your capital, and then as the price moves up, you're going to move these stops up to lock in more and more profit. Yeah, and that will help you overcome the emotions. Now, this next point is a really good wealth belief to have, and that is, the more you give, the more you get. A lot of religions talk about this, also I just think it's a really good attitude to have in life, One of the reasons I wanted to get involved with this event is because of the great kind of theme of the event, helping kids, and I thought, wow, that's fantastic, I want to be involved in this, and I think it's great what's happening today. I know some of you have already got involved in supporting kids through the education, fantastic. So what I would say, it's a great feeling to make a lot of money fast, but it's an even better feeling to then be able to use some of that money to help people less fortunate than yourself. And yeah, I really think that's true. And over the years, I've been involved in all kinds of charity projects, and I really think one of the most fulfilling things in life is being in a position where you can help other people. And I'm sure a lot of you have already had that experience. So what I did is, once I started to become very good at trading and investing, I thought, well, how can I use these skills to help other people as well as myself? And one of the things I do now is I run what I call charity live trading days, where we all get together. We trade for real money. I trade my money, everybody copies my trades, and at the end of the day, we give 100% of the money from that event to charity, and we choose a different charity each time. The last one that we ran, we were raising money for SOS Children's Villages. It's a great charity that do work all around the world for kids, and in the UK, kids that really need the most help. So we had a fantastic day, trading all day, I was trading, people copying my trades, made a whole load of money, and then we gave 100% of the money to the charity. That's the... That's the great thing, because once you get good at this, it's good for you, but you can also help a lot of other people. So if you've got any cause that's close to your heart, or someone you want to help personally, great way to do it. Now, what I thought I'd do is, I've got a couple more very important points I'm going to give you, a couple of the most important points of my talk. I thought before that, it might be a good idea to give you a sneak preview of the 3-day training course. I'm going to play a very short video now. It's back when I used to teach the training course. And back then, I used to wear glasses, and my hair used to be quite a bit shorter than it is now, but this really is me on the video. And it used to be a 2-day training course, it's now a 3-day training course. But have a look at this. This is back when